And on to South Jersey, where the embattled Delaware River Port Authority has done a U-turn on those free rides they reinstated just a couple of days ago. The board's borderline apology comes a day after Governor Christie vetoed its action, reestablishing free Easy Pass and train trips for workers, retirees, and commissioners. State House correspondent Zachary Fink has that story.
As far back as July, Governor Christie demanded specific reforms from the DRPA, including perks such as free toll trips for employees. In August, the authority eliminated those free passes while also approving a series of other reforms. But on Wednesday, members of the board changed course, voting to overturn their own actions from a month earlier. Employees who had 100 free trips on Easy Pass per year taken away suddenly had them again, and employees were once again allowed to cross the DRPA's 4 bridges for free. But after hearing about the board's action, Christie vetoed the minutes of the meeting, which he has the power to do as governor. He also sent CEO John Mathewson a letter saying, quote, "Authority employees, commissioners, officers, and retirees should not receive free bridge passage or PATCO rides simply by virtue of their employment at the authority, when these perks are not available to the toll-paying public. All commissioners, officers, employees, and retirees should pay for their personal, non-business use of DRPA PATCO facilities, just as the authority requires of its customers." And today, the DRPA commissioners suddenly seemed in agreement. A spokeswoman for the authority issued a statement saying, quote, "Like our Pennsylvania colleagues, we were moved by the statements of DRPA staff members about the impact of this change on DRPA employees. In retrospect, we recognize that we did not sufficiently consider the comments of Governor Christie and Vice Chairman Nash. In particular, we did not sufficiently consider the interests of our toll payers and PATCO riders." Meantime, members of the Republican State Committee are looking to draft a motion calling on CEO John Mathewson to resign.
The committee itself, I did not sense a reluctance on either part. The leadership did seem a little bit tentative in wanting to single out the DRPA. And John Mathewson in particular.
Eichmann says he introduced the motion at a state committee meeting in Princeton last night, but some of the leadership shut him down. At Wednesday's meeting, DRPA Commissioner John Dougherty introduced a resolution calling on Mathewson to resign. The situation quickly devolved into a shouting match when Dougherty asked in an open meeting why the DRPA had retained a criminal defense attorney at toll payers' expense.
When you throw out pieces of information, Commissioner Dougherty, that would allude someone to think that I am being criminally investigated, you've stepped across the line. No, it's my turn. I didn't interrupt you. Don't interrupt me. Don't interrupt me. I didn't interrupt you. You're cool. No, I'm not. Look at you.
And it's not just the DRPA. The governor also sent letters to 5 other public agencies asking them to end the practice of free fares and free toll rides. They include the Turnpike Authority, the Port Authority of New York and New Jersey, and the South Jersey Transportation Authority. Zachary Fink, NJN News, Trenton.